Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I'm sure that by now you all have heard the news. Former Dallas police officer Amber Guyger has been found guilty of murder for killing the brother Botham Jean. And you all will recall the facts in the case. You had this situation where brother is just in his own apartment. His brother Botham Jean is in his own apartment, chilling, eating some ice cream. And this police officer proceeds to enter his apartment and she shoots and kills him. Now, this officer claims that she got mixed up, that she was confused, that she actually thought she was entering her own apartment, and she claims that she thought he was some kind of burglar or something like that, and she felt threatened. She feared for her safety, according to her, and she proceeded to shoot and kill this brother. Now, this case, was recently tried. You had an African American police officer actually testify for the defense, actually claiming that she acted in a reasonable fashion, claiming that she did not commit any kind of crime, that she was not reckless, that she did not commit murder. So you got an African American testifying for this woman who killed a black man. Basically playing the role of Steven from Django, tap dancing, cooning, and all that, to help a killer potentially get off. So this woman was found guilty. The jury didn't buy her story, and I'm glad that they didn't buy her story. Now, this is a pleasant surprise. It is a surprise. I thought that more likely than not, if she was convicted, she would be convicted of manslaughter. Also, there was a very real possibility that she may have gotten away with murder. We've seen this happen time and time again with these police, and unfortunately, it is rare that police are held accountable for killing people, especially black people. So this was a pleasant surprise. It's great that, this woman has been convicted. Now the next step is sentencing. So we're not sure if this is complete justice yet, but it looks like this is the road towards justice. And the reason why I say that we shouldn't assume that this is complete justice is because she hasn't been sentenced yet. It's possible that she could get a very light sentence. Also, it's possible that she can appeal this particular case and, possibly be exonerated, possibly be found not guilty. That's a remote possibility that we should always keep in mind when you have cases like this. So the thing that I wanted to emphasize about this particular case is that it's a prime example of the importance of voting, and also is a prime example of the importance of serving on a jury. Often, jury pools are based on the people that are registered to vote. Now, they also, do jury pools in some jurisdictions based on people getting their driver's license with the Department of Motor Vehicles. But this is an important sign that, voting matters, because voting gives you a chance to decide cases like this, cases where black people are killed by these police. So this is very important. And, the other thing is this, like that jury was made up of many minorities. So you had at least 5 African Americans on that jury. If I recall correctly, you had 5 Hispanics or Asians on that jury, according to one of the attorneys that represents the family. And you also had 2 white people as well on the jury. So you had a jury that was overwhelmingly minority. And that makes a difference in these particular types of cases. If you have a situation where someone, where you have an all-white jury, they're going to be less sympathetic and empathetic to the plight of an African American, unfortunately. And we've seen this happen time and time again, where these police walk. They get away with murdering black people. So, the mere fact that you have African Americans on this jury, that people are drawn to this jury, just is a testimony to the importance of serving on juries. So it's like when you get these notices of jury duty, you should take them very seriously. Don't just try to get out to avoid serving on a jury, because you can make the difference literally between life and death. You can literally make the difference between justice and injustice. So when you get that jury summons, take it seriously. Take your responsibility as a citizen very seriously and serve out your duty as a citizen, as a concerned citizen in your community. And also, again, you need to register to vote so that you can be a part of these jury pools, as I mentioned earlier. The other thing is voting matters because it determines what kind of prosecutor you're going to have in these cases. If you elect somebody that doesn't care about police brutality or the plight of African Americans, then you're going to have somebody that will not have the courage to bring cases against officers who commit these types of crimes. So, it's important to vote. If it wasn't for vote, if African Americans didn't vote for instance, the right prosecutor here in Baltimore, Maryland, there wouldn't have even been a trial for the killing of Freddie Gray. So these types of things matter, and we need to always be conscious of that. And, so I'm glad that we had this verdict, and I think that it's a shame that this is so rare that you actually have police officers convicted for killing black people. But this gives us some glimmer of hope that justice is possible within the American criminal justice system. It gives us some glimpse of hope that in this particular situation, a black life did matter to the people. And I hope that this is a sign of some kind of progress, some kind of semblance of progress. Hopefully it's not just an anomaly, some oddity, some coincidence, but we'll see. Time will be the judge of that. So tell me what you think. Please rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit that notification bell when so you'll be notified when I post new content. Peace and blessings.